What's up, guys? Teddy Striker here, and Ian Garry and Colby Covington have been going back and forth on Instagram. They've been sharing these videos about why they should fight each other. Colby was saying the only way I'll fight you is if he had these weird stipulations where I think he said that Ian Garry's wife had to beg him to beg for the fight. Basically, he said he wanted his arm around his wife. It was weird. He said, Ian Garry, you should turn your comments back on, all kinds of things. And Ian Garry's obviously not going to agree to any of those. And Ian Garry said, you know what, Kobe, let's just do an I Quit match. Like it's WWE or something, but it's not. And he's basically saying that the loser has to retire. And, I don't mind that, but I know for a fact that if Ian Garry loses to Kobe, he's not going to retire. So, again, that doesn't make any sense. And it just feels like this fight, they're just talking right now. Obviously, I know why Ian Garry wants to fight Kobe, but I think that he should fight Michael Venom Page at UFC London in July. He wants to fight Kobe because Kobe has insulted his wife. He said at the UFC 296 press conference, he asked the crowd how many people slept with Ian Garry's wife, and obviously a lot of people were cheering yes and everything, and that pissed off Ian Garry because he was saying how his wife isn't an object, she's not a trophy. And yeah, it's just very, very unnecessary in my opinion. He called his wife a WHORE. I don't like that stuff. Talk say all you want about Ian Garry, but his wife, it's she's not gonna fight Colby, right? It's just insignificant. You can talk obviously that's the main target point to go after Ian Garry for, but you can maybe go after the fact that he might be fake because so many people have come out and exposed him and said why he's been kicked out of so many gyms. They say that someone potentially knocked him out at Kill Cliff. You can talk about anything else, but he's talking about his wife, and it's the biggest target point for Ian Garry. And Ian Garry, he's trying to basically defend the honor of his wife. Because if you just let all that go on and then reply, that would be kind of concerning. But obviously he had to reply as a man, and yeah, he wants that fight. But honestly, I want to see Ian Garry go up against a high-level striker in the welterweight division. There's a bunch of grapplers in that weight class. We're going to see it eventually. We're going to see where his grappling is at. But I want to see him go up against another striker because a lot of these strikers are fighting these other grapplers. Jeff Neal's fighting guys like Shafkat and grapplers like that. Ian Garry fought Jeff Neal, sure, but now we need to see the high-level strikers the guys like Ian Garry, MVP, Stephen Thompson, even Jack Della Maddalena, and eventually work your way out to Leon. But we want to see these guys go up against each other, not just to see how good your takedown defense is, but to see how good your striking really is. Because, you're saying all these great things about yourself, but we need to see it against someone who's on your level, striking-wise, to really see how good you are. And MVP, he's got an awkward style where he'll blitz in and catch you with one big shot. Basically, he's not gonna throw two shots. He might sometimes he might lunge in with the cross and then follow up with a left hand. But for the most part, it's usually one shot. It might be a spinning elbow, it might be an overhand, it might be a kick. You just don't know. But the thing is, it's most likely going to be one shot. Whereas Ian Garry, he's got more, I would say maybe more combinations in his style. Maybe he'll throw a 1-2. He'll throw a jab into a leg kick. He'll throw a 1-2 with a hook to the body, things like that. He'll mix up his front kicks, his roundhouse kicks. He's got some good kicks, right? But how's he going to deal with someone like that? Someone that's that awkward. We want to see it. Obviously, Stephen Thompson does not want to fight Ian Garry or MVP because he's friends with MVP. And I'm not sure why he doesn't want to fight Ian Garry. That would be another great fight. But if Wonderboy versus Ian Garry is not going to happen, MVP versus Ian Garry is a great alternative because Ian Garry has a higher chance of getting knocked the F out by MVP. And I'm not saying that because I want Ian Garry to get knocked out, but I'm saying that because when there's like a higher like level of danger, that makes it a lot more exciting. Like the Colby fight, all he has to really worry about is like the takedowns. Colby, at least Colby that showed up against Leon, like he gets pieced up by anyone on the feet in that weight class. Like even okay, maybe not anyone. I think he could still like beat guys like Neil Magny and Michael Chiesa on the feet. The Kobe that showed up at UFC 296, but like any top 10 guys should wipe the floor with that version of Kobe, at least on the feet. But yeah, so it's not gonna be that intriguing. Kobe's gonna be shooting takedowns. Ian Gary's just gonna defend it. He's probably not gonna finish Kobe. It's probably gonna be a decision. So I'm not really excited about that fight. Yes, they're talking back and forth, but what's going to happen in the cage? And I feel like MVP and Ian Garry are going to have a much better fight in the cage.